It is time. So, hello. Some quick last minute preparations as usual. So, hello. As you see, today I'm wearing a suit. That is because today is a national holiday here in Estonia. And it's actually the birthday. 24th of February is the birthday of Estonia, and it was we first declared independence back in 1918. So today the country would be 102 years old. So it's a celebration day, and it's a day when the president of Estonia has a big event every year. But before we get into all that, let me quickly play something. So, let's play it again. So, that was the beginning of the Estonian national anthem. And I quickly composed it before doing the stream today. Never done that before, but it was fun. So anyway, as I was saying, the president of Estonia holds an event on this day every year, and it's a day full of activities. Overall, there's a parade in the morning usually, and later on then there's a concert where the president has a speech usually, and then there's like a concert part, and she invites the guests from politics, from other countries, the ambassadors and whatnots, and some other prominent people to the event. And then after the concert, each of the guests is introduced one by one, shakes the hands of the president, and it's like a long event like that. And the event has gotten the nickname of Penguin Parade here in Estonia because of all the suits and fancy clothes that people wear, tuxedos, I guess, and all that. So that is one of the reasons I'm also wearing a suit today, to fit the theme. I was also watching the event live earlier, the president's speech and the concert and whatnot, and it's usually like a popular event that people watch here. Even when I'm not prominent enough to be invited there, but maybe one day. So anyway, in the chat, Niberos says, enjoy the holiday. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining the stream, and everyone else too, thanks for joining. So, to celebrate the day, what I'm going to be doing is drawing some pixel art, and I'm going to be drawing some pixel art suits for Office Management 1.1. So let's open up my paint.net here, and kind of look very white, bright white on the camera for some reason, but hopefully it's not a big deal. How do I look, by the way? I don't wear suits that often these days. I used to love to wear them, or not them. There's like only one suit that I have, but yeah. I have something in the chat. I went to visit my parents the other day and found my old drawings. I've never seen anything worse in my life. Have a good stream, comrade. That's from Russian Cyber Bear 2077. Again, thanks for joining the stream. And if you have any pictures of those old drawings, I can always show them on the stream, or anything else that you have drawn, or music, or anything that you made, or something that someone else has made that you'd like to share, and I'd be happy to show them on the stream. Nibiros asks if I'm going to wear a suit on the live stream of the release too. It's a possibility. I mean, it definitely would suit the theme of the game, right? So yeah, I'll consider that. Also, I like this tie. It's one of my favorites, and it also fits well with the Estonian flag because it's like you see in the corner. It's blue, black, and white. But yeah, let me now find something to go off from in the beginning. So right now I have 3 versions of shirts for male characters in the game. So it's brownish, then it's like this bluish black, and this white bluish kind of one. So going by that, I guess the easiest one to modify would be this blackish. So what I could do is start from here and then like draw a line in the bottom part of the shirt, and then have something white show like beneath, and then yeah, see where I can go from there. Also, one of the APL says the suit is real. Yes, it is real. It is me in the suit. And also, hi, thanks for joining the stream. But I was about to say that the executable icon for the game also is suit and tie. Let's see. So I've been using this icon for the executable of the game. And it's also my personal icon for Discord. So maybe I can grab some colors from here for the tie, and then go from there. Also, I have this a bit more fancier glass today. It doesn't contain any alcohol or anything, it's just water, but I thought that my usual glass was too old and ugly for this joyous day. So, cheers. Good. Water is so good. Who invented it? Let me check what's going on in the chats and stuff everywhere, though. It seems to be that I've seen all that I've needed to see. So meanwhile, on the weekend, I was away for a few days. Went to celebrate my sister's birthday, and then I stayed at my parents' place afterwards. And just hanged out, watched some movies there with my dad, and talked to my mom for a bit. So it was nice. So how do I start this? I guess I'll try to draw a line here. Maybe here, like this. And then let's make this part white. Or at least gray. But let's start with white. Or could I use these colors here? We'll see. But it's kind of weird that I have no suits in the game yet. I'm not sure why I never made it so far. Oh yeah, and last year, for the same holiday, I drew an Estonian flag object for the game that you can place on the tables. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. So you can either place it on the table or place it on the ground. And if there's time left over today, and there might be, maybe I'll try to draw a bigger flag that you can put on the walls, maybe. And I guess like later on, maybe I could try to draw like a flag template that I could use to easily make other kinds of flags. Because I think when people are playing, they would like to sometimes place their national flag in their office, right? At least I assume so. So how does it look now? I think I need to remove some of the blue hue from the color here. So let's take down the saturation a bit. And the same here. And this already doesn't have any saturation. But possibly even more. I don't know, should I make it darker? Probably. In the background I heard that my brother also got home. He stayed for a little bit longer to go visit some friends in the process. So they were watching basketball yesterday and just hanging out, and I don't know if he did anything today as well. Might have. But yeah, I decided to come back home so I could make this stream. Since, you know, it might be a holiday, but I think it's good to keep doing this as regularly as I can. So unless something really unexpected happens, like, I don't know, I get sick or something, then maybe I'll skip a few weeks. Or if there's like a really special day, I don't know, someone close to me has a birthday, maybe I'd be away then. But other than that, I'll try to keep doing this stream every Monday. You know, unless I decide that I'll stop doing it altogether. But for now, it seems to be on the rise. I might not have the high viewership each time, but I've noticed that a bunch of people are watching it afterwards on YouTube. So it seems to me, it's slowly growing. And I've been getting comments about it, and they seem positive so far. I'm sure I'll end up getting some trolls eventually, and you know, you don't necessarily have to be a troll to dislike this stream, but you know, I'm sure negative comments will come, and I'm ready. Bring it on if necessary, especially if it's constructive criticism. I'd appreciate that, definitely. Oh yeah, and there was some comments about how I should trim the beginning part of the stream on YouTube. The beginning part that has just the screen that notifies that the stream is starting soon. And I always thought that I'd have to then download it, edit it in a video editor, and then upload it again. and that seemed like quite a hassle. But I looked into it on the weekend, and turns out that YouTube actually has an editor built in that I can use to trim the video. So I'll give that a try. And I'll also try to rename all the videos that right now every one of them is named Office Management 101 Development Livestream. But I figured I could rename them to include the topic of each live stream, and then what else? Well, the name, the date, maybe. Stuff like that. Or if you have any other suggestions, I'm open to it. Meanwhile, while I was talking about YouTube anyway, I'm entering tags for the YouTube stream. Could copy paste them from another stream, but meh. So pixel art, game development, stuff like that. What else can I add here? The game title. Yeah, entering the game title in here also makes it so when people are looking for Office Management on Google or YouTube, then it should show up. Office Management 101. It should make like a better template to put underneath the YouTube. Video, the description box. So it would have all the necessary links and stuff to the homepage and to the Discord and wherever else, Twitter. And if you're joining us now, then let me quickly go over what I'm doing today. I'm in a suit because it's the Estonian national holiday, Estonian birthday. And that's why I'm wearing the suit, to celebrate that event. And that's why I'm also drawing a suit for Office Management 101 today. So yeah, if you happen to have any more questions, then to ask. If you have any art of your own to share, feel free to post it and I can show it on the stream. And any art, any music, anything like that. Which reminds me, I should put some music playing in the background. Yeah, here we go. Our usual Office Management 101 soundtrack. Yep, here we go. So, yeah, I have another place where I could post the stream to before I go on. Here. So, sorry about that, but maybe, just maybe, we'll have some more people joining us then. So, the suit that I'm drawing. It's kind of hard to tell if it's going to work as it is right now. So maybe I should add some pants and a head for reference. So let's see, legs. Not these. How about this then? And what's the last one? Let's go with these. And let's paste it in a new layer. And let's move that layer down. So yeah, it's kinda like a suit. I don't know if it's on your end, but the stream is buffering quite a bit. If it's buffering, Okay, I think this works much better now. Hi, I'm back. Yeah, I switched the servers in Restream, and hopefully this works now. But likely I lost a lot of the viewers in the process. So that's kind of a bummer, but I guess have to live with that. Let me just check if let me just check if things work now. And I'm going to be posting the new link to YouTube in places as well. So yeah, before I was using the German server for Restream, and for some reason it was really slow today. And now I changed it to Amsterdam, and the bitrate is like 10 times higher and seems to be working fine. So I don't know, man. So anyway, I still have some places to throw the YouTube link in. Let me throw it in the chat here. This is the new one. And what else? Twitter. Should post it there as well. Hopefully that's all then, and I can actually continue. So yeah, this isn't the first stream where I've had technical issues, but the last time I had problems was when my computer crashed in the middle of the stream, and then I just gave up and didn't continue. But since today is a special holiday, I wanted to keep trying and keep going. So I'm not sure what I'll do with the YouTube video afterwards. Probably I'll just download it, the separate ones, and then got it in a video editor of some kind, and put it all together, and then re-upload it. But yeah, let's continue with the drawing then. And luckily, we still have some people watching, and thanks for sticking around. Through all these issues. So, what I was about to do before all this happened was try and save this so I don't lose any progress. And then also I wanted to add a head. So let's see which one would go with the suit the best. This might this one. This is the one. The stereotypical old man in a suit. This is what an office needs. And I can already see that the tie doesn't quite work as it is right now. It should be higher, I think. So let's try. Whoops. Let's try that. And one thing that I have an issue with is, I don't know what's it called, this part of the suit. The turned part. Doesn't quite look good enough right now. There's like a different way I could do this, but in pixel art it might be too much though. There's like this small, I don't know what's it called, like a cut here, right? But I didn't draw it on this version of the suit. And I'm not sure if I should try and add it here. Probably not, because it's the resolution is too small for that. It might also be that I should add a new color to this whole setup. To make some of the parts darker here. So what if I try that? And maybe here, here, here. And then make some of the parts darker here too. Like this. And then use some of it on the what is it called? The sleeve. The sleeve, yes. Like this. Yeah, I think this works better. Just checking something for reference though. It should be fine. Thing is that all these are animations for frame. But I can't see it animating. Unless I copy paste all these out into an animation program. But yeah, I might try and do that later, or I'll just do that in the game itself. But we'll see. APL says looking good. Thanks. Yeah, it's starting to come together. I'm not sure about the tie though. Something about it is bothering me. So maybe I'll make this pixel here darker. How's that? Yeah, it might work. What about here? Maybe I can use this bluish pixel here. What about here? How about the napkin in the pocket? Yeah, I thought about that. I don't have one of my own, and actually this isn't even a real pocket in my suit. I don't know if can you see it. It looks like one, but it's fake. It's sewn together, and that means I can't add a napkin here unless it's not a real napkin either. I didn't know Armani made fake suits. It's not Armani. It's a local brand called Boltman. I don't know if I can show it. But yeah, I'm not rich enough to afford a fancy suit. This one actually I bought for yeah, more product placements. It's like a running gag already in the stream. Like every week I'm promoting some brand. I'm not sure if or how much I promote my own brand here. But yeah, I should be getting paid for all this. Anyway, this suit I bought for traveling back. It's almost 10 years ago now. Back when I was traveling to United States to a fancy conference for baseball. So at the time I didn't have a proper suit, so I went out and bought this one. And it's good for traveling and sitting on planes and whatnot, because it doesn't really wrinkle that much. So enough about the ads. Let's see if I should add something like this here. And I think so, actually. Or was it better before? I'm not sure. Oh, I like this. This is looking better now. What about this? And if I add a dark pixel here, then it works, but let's take this lower here. So if I did draw the napkin, it would be here. I guess like these few pixels here. I guess something like this. But could you actually tell that it's a napkin? I guess you could. Like if there's a background here, and there's going to be a hand. A hand behind. The APL says, wow, that's a lot of sprites to draw. Yes. Kind of. I can copy paste some stuff. And some stuff might not even need any changes, or not that many at least. Like the back part. Maybe a little still, because I added the darker color. But other than that, it might not be too much. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it all today, but hopefully. So okay, let's say this part is finished. But let me add the hand that is missing. From here. So again, it's going to be a separate layer. And I do need to replace some colors for it. So this and this. Here and here. And for this one as well. So that would be this lighter color. And the rest should be fine, I hope. So what else has been happening meanwhile? At the end of the last stream, I showed some t-shirt sketches. And later on, I showed them on Discord. And Kevin there picked out a few that he'd like, or at least one kind that he'd like to buy. I can show the ones that I made for that purpose. So APL preferred this version of the logo. And I guess one of these color options, or maybe this one. And Gavin seemed to like this version of the logo. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the logo for our company, tulevik.EU. So either that, or something like that. So when I eventually pick out a store where to sell them, or make my own store, I'm not sure yet. Then I'll try to make it so you can pick the color when you're buying the shirt. And I'll put the both of the options up for this one and this one. So possibly I might sell on Etsy.com, since it's a store where people can browse other shirts as well, not just mine, and they might just stumble upon mine there. Because if I made my own store, I'd have more control over it and I'd get a bigger cut, but then I'd have to somehow push people towards it. So on Etsy I could also sell other kinds of shirts that don't have my specific or another company specific branding. Like I made this angry pixel art t-shirt, or this gamepad one. So I could sell pixel art shirts like that. I don't know if people would be interested in it, but hopefully at least some. And yeah, if I sold them on Etsy, I'd get a smaller cut of the shirts, but possibly more people would end up discovering them. So hopefully it might be a way to get a little bit of extra funding that I could use for Office Management 101 development. But if not, since it's all on demand anyway, I likely wouldn't lose anything except my time in the process, which is not a big deal. Actually, I did calculate how much my time is worth due to a certain topic on the game dev Reddit, and I calculated my time is worth about $2 to $3 per month. No, per hour, not per month. So so yeah, not a lot. So I'm not too worried about wasting time because of it. Anyway, I'm gonna pour some water into my fancy glass now. And then APL says to us, you're worth at least $4. Thanks. Thanks for that. Actually, when I sell my time, I usually ask more than $2 or $3, even more than $4. But it depends on the client that I'm working for and what I'm doing exactly. So. And if you do create t-shirts, you'll have to make versions of them for the game as well, says APL. I guess that might not be a bad idea for brand recognition. Sort of. But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, now when I start copy pasting these, I do wonder if I have a version of the hand on top, so I could copy paste the suit underneath the hand. So let's see. This is the hat layer, this is the face layer. Yeah, this is all in one piece. What about here? Yeah, it looks to be the same. Hands. Darn. Yeah, I guess I don't have such a version of it. So I guess the best option would be to do it myself now. And I guess that's not the most interesting part to watch, but unfortunately it's necessary to do this. But then again, you'll see all the nitty-gritty details of creating artwork for this game. So now let's rename this so we can recognize it better. So this layer will be called hands top. And I guess I could do that same thing here. Like this. And paste it here. what I can do now is copy paste this whole thing. I also messed up here. This layer. And paste this over here. And then I'll have to do the shadows of the hand as well. So it's the same as this one. Maybe I shouldn't have added darker color. This is going to make it complicated now. But I guess no pain. Whoops. No gain. What is this though? Oh yeah, it's this this color. Forgot to switch the layer here. So I guess something like this. It's worth it in the end, says APL. Yeah, I hope so. I sure hope so. But yeah, I feel like I definitely need to eventually copy all these frames out into the animation editor. The one that I use mostly is graphic scale. So once I've done a little bit more, I'll try and get to that. So I guess this might be fine now. And let's do this hand. Like this, 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 and this. And then let's put it here. For a moment it somehow looked like a bulletproof vest to me. I don't know why. I wonder if that should be a thing in the game. Like what would be the purpose of it? Maybe if you like create an office in a dangerous country somewhere. So yeah, the part that I'm concerned about mostly is how the shadows are going to be animating. So right now I have no idea. But we can check it out soon. I'll just do this one and then I'll copy these frames into graphic scale and see. So yeah, let's do this hand. Like this. And then on this layer, I'll copy this part. Messed up here. And stop. Yeah, darker colors here. And then this part darker. Then here, I guess. So that should be it for this walk-in animation. So let's save and let's see how I'm gonna copy these out. 64 by whatever. I'm gonna add a background layer for reference. I'm gonna fill it with a random color. And then I'm gonna select it like so. I assume it's 32 pixels wide. And I also see that I made it too high. Looking sharp, says APL. Yeah, I'm liking it as well. But we'll see in a moment how well it turns out in as an animation. So that's either going to make or break it. So since Paint.net doesn't have an option to add guidelines, this is why I usually make these like reference boxes. But before I copy, let's do it like this. So 32 by, what was it, 64, I think. Whoops, yeah. But I guess, actually, I'll just copy it with the background. Copy merged. And then I'll later on make the background transparent here. So second frame will be this. Copy merged. We need a burgundy colored one as well, smoking jacket. Yeah, I can later on just change the colors around a bit, and I can make several versions of the suit once it's all finished. Especially, I guess I could add one that has like elbow patches. Wait, I didn't copy it all. Copy merged. Like this, and then insert into right. Wait, again, I didn't copy merged. So here, and I could fill the background color here with this, so it's all the same. Then let's select all the layer, or all the frames. Change the delay to what? I guess this is still too slow. Is this too fast? A little. This seems fine. So let me zoom this preview window in. And we can see how it works. There's one frame that sort of bothers me. And I think it's this one. But the others seem fine, actually. this one too. And this one. So let's do the same here. Like this, and then this. That should be it. That's the walk-in animation taken care of. So now I need to do these typing animations, then this push button animation or pick up or whatever. And this is the carrying animation. Actually, this one might be the easiest to do because the body frame is the same for or the top hand frame is the same for each of these. So I guess we'll do this first. And then I move on to the other ones. So once again, let's copy out the hand here. So I suppose it would be like something like this. And then should I change the colors here? Or should I keep it as it is? Let's see with the hand. Let's change it. Whoops. Okay, then, and then once more, I'll make the line darker here. I do wonder if I should remove some of the pixels here. I guess. Then make this part darker. Kinda gets muddy, so to say, though. It's noisy, that's the word I was looking for. In this part especially. There's a lot going on here. So what can I do? Maybe if I make the pixels darker here. Or for the body part to remove this. I mean, if the napkin wasn't here, then it would be fine, possibly, but I don't want to remove the napkin either. So now what? Oh yeah, I was copying the wrong color. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to live with it as it is. Okay, I guess it's going to stay like this then. Unless I add some darker pixels down here as well. Wait, meant this one. And now just copy paste this over here. And here. And here. And then the hand. Give me a hand, man. I'm not gonna test this animation out because I mean it would show the leg movement, but since the body doesn't move here, then it's fine. next. Should check if I missed anything meanwhile. Any chats or anything? But hopefully not then. Still seem to be having some decent amount of viewers, so it's fine. Actually, I might even go a bit longer today than usual with the stream, just to celebrate today's event, and also because we had those technical issues before that took out a chunk of the time. And also I'd like to get as far as I can with this stuff today. So, you know. Well, I'll definitely make these. And, I mean, it would be nice to see it in a game, right? So that would mean doing at least these ones as well. The back part, I mean, I guess I can do that off the stream and leave them as they are right now. But yeah, I'll definitely want to do these as well. So that will possibly take a bit longer than our usual streams, but it's fine. Yeah, I still have enough water stored, and I'm prepared in spirit. So let's start with this. I wonder if it's exactly the same as this one, because it might be. Let's see for this one. Yeah, it is, which means I can just copy paste from here then. And the same here. And then I can copy paste the hand. And the same here. And then how different is this, and this hand? And I have a feeling that they're all the same as well. Which means I could copy paste even more. So let's see this. That. Let me put them next to each other, then it's easier to compare. Okay, they're not exactly the same. The hand is. Yeah, but not the body part. What about here? I guess. So anyway, I think that actually is a sort of a bug that they're not the same, because they could be. Because when I look at it, I can do the same thing here. I can put these shadows under the hand, so it's better to see the hand this way. And Sour is on the stream commenting again. Hello, hi, thanks for joining. You can't show the suit in the picture and expect me to come by to see if you are wearing a suit. But I am wearing a suit. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm wearing a suit, I'm drawing a suit. What more do you want? And if you missed earlier, I explained why I'm wearing a suit. Today is Estonian national holiday. Basically, the birthday of Estonia. Since our independence was first declared in 1918, 24th of February. And these days, on this date, the president has a big event. Oh yeah, Independence Day is another word for it. But we don't call it Independence Day in Estonian. We call it, we don't call it birthday either. We call it, what could be a translation? The year day of Estonia. Something like that. So anyway, on this day every year, the president holds a big event where the prominent people and politicians are invited, also ambassadors from other countries. And they one by one go and shake the president's hand as they're announced who they are and what they do. And jokingly, the day has been called as the Penguin Parade in Estonia. Since everyone is wearing a suit or a tuxedo or something, the men, I mean. So they kind of look like penguins. So that's why I'm wearing a suit as well, and that's why I'm drawing a suit on the stream today. And yeah, it sounds like a long event. Yes, it is. Usually the handshaking takes hours with the breaks in between, because the president obviously gets tired. And that's not even all of the event, because before that, the president also gives a speech and there's a concert. And also in the morning, there was a military parade. And Estonian military isn't anything like fancy or something, but it's also held on this date. So Sour says you should add the penguin as an Easter egg. Have all the people turn into penguins with bow ties on February 24th. There aren't many Easter eggs in the game. And the problem is that with Easter eggs sometimes is that if people don't recognize them, then the joke is kind of lost. But I could consider it, of course, and try to do something. If not in any other way, then maybe as a mod of some kind. What else? Sour came to lurk, but I came on with some interesting facts and ruined it for her. So sorry. I have more facts if you want, but sorry again. I let you be for a while and continue with the drawing and copy pasting that I was in the middle of. Also, a meme object says APL. A porcelain penguin. So yeah, unfortunately, I haven't really had that much time to drop into your streams lately, Sour, and I've been missing it. So yeah, I was away this weekend. It was my sister's birthday, and let's see, last Tuesday it was the Champions League football that I was watching. So I have to pick my priorities, and unfortunately I picked the wrong one maybe. But yeah, I'll try to come by as often as I can. But yeah, Saturday is kind of a bad day for me because there's usually a lot going on Saturday. Like next Saturday, you'll be competing against the Estonian Eurovision competition. The pre-selection for the Estonian... Well, the show that selects the Estonian representative for Eurovision. And you say you don't watch Eurovision, but isn't it held in Netherlands this year? You could even go and watch it live. So yeah, I might try and watch several things at the same time. I had some friends of mine actually apply for the competition this year, and I gave them some advice about their song, like how they could arrange it a bit to suit the competition more. But unfortunately, I don't know if they took my advice or not, but they didn't end up being selected. So that's a bummer. It would have been nice. Because I liked the song. It was a good song. But yeah. Oh yeah, the concert for the president today was also something that I watched today, and it was an interesting one. It introduced all kinds of birds that are in Estonia, and actors took the roles of the birds. They tried to sing the or make the noises that the birds make in a way, and it was also tied to Estonian folklore a lot. So that was interesting, and the music was written by one of my favorites, Vaiko Eplik, who is an Estonian songwriter, musician, singer. And fun fact is that some weeks ago, in January, I think it was, a local radio station, Radio 2, their hosts selected like the best songs of the past 10 years, from 2010 to 2019 then. And one of my songs, Linn on minu, was selected as the second best song of the decade then. But Vaiko Eplik was the only one that beat me then. He took the first place. And I'm not even mad since I like him. He's great. So he made the music for the president's concert this year. But maybe, what if I had won the first place? Would I have made the music for the president's concert? Huh? Nah. But one day, maybe one day. But it would be interesting to apply with something to the Eurovision the competition. So if I actually had a singer and a band or something to work with, so maybe I should look into it in the future. It's definitely expensive, since for all the staging stuff that you do and the props and clothes and stuff, you're supposed to pay for them. Well, either you find a sponsor of some kind or you pay for it yourself. So it's definitely expensive to compete in it. But yeah, I mean, if one day office management makes some money, maybe I could do it. So anyway, let's carry on with the copy pasting that I was doing. And APL says I was robbed. No, I wasn't. It's fine. Because it's weird to me. I don't really consider myself to be like a pop musician or something, or like an active musician. It was just one song that I did that got famous by accident. So that's almost done then. So this is the same as this and this. Which means once again I can do a bunch of copy pasting. What about this hand here though? Yeah, they're also the same. Which means I can copy paste from here. And then that just leaves one more frame. So almost done. With this direction at least. Copy merge though. Now. So this part, this. Should remove this for easier copying though. So actually, don't know, some of these pixels might be unnecessary, but we'll see. Probably just worrying too much. I don't know why this pixel is here though. Because it should be here. Now for reference, I wanted to check what this looks like. So it moves these shadows from down here a bit higher. guess I'll put something here. It really should be on the bottom layer probably, but actually, never mind. Let me throw it here then. So then I do feel like I need, whoops, I need to do the same here as I did elsewhere and put the darker color as the border of the hand. And then add some shadows here. And then some shadows here. So how's this looking? I mean, I could copy paste these out and make an animation to see how it works. But I kinda don't feel like it. Now, usually around this time I wrap it up, but I'm going to be continuing for now. Because I do want to see what this looks like in the game. So I'm gonna finish it up. And then that means the stream's gonna last longer than usual. How long exactly? We'll see. Oh. Why is there a... Why is there a hand on the body layer? Did I somehow mess up somewhere? Yeah, I must have. Maybe copy pasting something around. I accidentally copy pasted it. That should be an easy fix. So if I select this part, no. Okay. Never mind. It was all in my head. I just misunderstood because this layer was active. So it was all fine all along. And I was worried for nothing. But let's copy the hand then. So now that that's done, this is the last one. So again, copy the body from here. Actually, like this. Then the hand. And that should be it. And saved. So, still should do these as well. But I kind of want to see what it looks like in the game already. So let's do that. Which means I'm gonna have to save these layers properly. Paste into new layer and merge, and then I'm going to save this as mail 4. So that's the body part. And then I also need to save the hand that is behind. So this one. Which goes into hands, no? Yeah, hands, and also mail 4 here. Now let's open up Eclipse. Meanwhile, I'm pouring some water for myself. Yes. Usually it would be something alcoholic on this day though, like champagne or something like that. But since I don't drink alcohol anymore, I just poured water into my fancy glass. Oh yes, Sour, I don't know if you're still around, but you probably missed the technical issues I was having before. The stream was buffering and not working properly. So what I ended up doing was changing the server I connect to, and the solution was connecting to the Netherlands server, which seemed to work before I was connected to the German server of Restream. So I don't know what's going on in Germany, but the Netherlands one works perfectly. So yay you guys. So people are defined in character parts. And interestingly, there is already a male for defined. Oh, it's a head. But no, not for the body. Okay, so it's easy. I just add 4 here, and then it knows to load the file. So let's launch the game, see how it goes. New game. Well, I should do the bands as well. But we'll have to live with these for now. And I think it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Wait, let me switch to this view so it's full screen. There we go. So let's see the guy walk around a bit. Let's give him some work. Now if I rotate it, I should see the right angle. Yeah, I think it's nice. It works. It works. Now I also want to see him carrying something like a coffee cup. And another animation is pushing things, buttons and whatnots. So let's see if I can see some of those. This and this angle. So this seems fine. And now with the coffee cup. Yeah, also works. So yay, we have the first suit in a game. So now we need to do the same for this angle. Which I can do partly by copy pasting, but there's some things to take into account here. Like this napkin here, if I flip it for the other angle, the napkin would be in the wrong place. Plus the colors would be wrong, and the shadows and all that. So it might be better if I copy paste it only partially. I can take this part. And I guess the tie and all that. Oh yeah, one thing that I didn't consider. The colors for these. The shirt and the tie and the napkin as well. But let me copy paste them out first and then we'll go into fixing it. So let's paste it into a new image. Let me zoom in. And then flip it. And then copy. And then I'm gonna put it in a new layer for now. So I guess one thing I will do is replace this color. And then for the tie, I flip these around. But yeah, what I'm gonna do now is make the tie and shirt colors darker for this angle. So I'm gonna replace the white in the shirt with gray. Then this will be just a bit darker. Same here. And this color. And this one. I can make the gray darker even. So that should work then. Okay, now there anything? Oh yeah, the napkin. Thing is, though, it will be behind his hand, partially at least. Won't it? So maybe instead of copy pasting, I should just redraw it. I guess like this. Now, should I mess around with the shadows for the hand? I guess. But I'm gonna do the same as I did before and get this hand on a separate layer. This is gonna increase my workload again, since I'm gonna have to mess around with the colors on all the hand parts then, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess it's done then. Or I don't know, what else should I do? I mean, I guess I could draw out the full body here, but it might be easier to do when there's frames that require it, like here, where the body is seen a bit more. So I'll just leave it like it is for now, and I can copy paste it over to the other frames. The easiest one to start with, once again, is this one, this one, and this one, and also this one, because they all use, and this one too, they all used the same version of the hand and the body. I need to adjust my earphones though. Keeping them on for this long is kind of starting to hurt though. Well, I don't have to wear them though, it's the music, but I don't need to listen to it. But now it's so quiet. I have to actually listen to my own thoughts. The tragedy. Do I want to merge these? I guess I can. Okay. Now let's put you on. It's kind of like those games where you dress up people, I guess. I don't know, there's like Barbie dress up and stuff like that. And now the hand. This reminds me, there's something that we used to do when we were kids. Like you take I don't know, like a notebook, and then you'd cut the pages across into, let's say, 3 pieces, and then you draw heads or faces on the first piece, bodies on the second piece, on different pages, and then the legs. And when you'd flip like each of the parts, you could combine it into different characters. So that's something I remember doing in I don't know, as a really young kid, maybe like in the 1st grade or 2nd grade or something. So it's kind of like that too, or it reminded me that. So also that reminds me, I did a shout out about it earlier, but Sour, if you're still watching, then you reminded or you inspired me to call people to share their art. So if anyone has any art to share, please paste it in the comments and I'll put it on the stream. or any music or anything else that you've made or someone you admire has made that you'd like to share, then please do. And I'll put it on the screen. Now this part, APL says never. The irony is though that I did share one of your artworks on the stream some streams back when I hung one of your pictures behind me. Let me see if I can find it again. It was one of these. So here, APL made this, and I'm wearing a suit. Yeah, that was on Martin Luther King Day, actually, that stream. So I already have a bunch of these done as well. How many different ones are there now? Okay, so there is walking, and there's 2 versions of that, but they double here. And then, oh yeah, this one also is the same one as the ones that I just did. So again, copy from here, paste to here, and then from here. So then there's walking, and these 2 are the same. These 2 are the same. So that means 4 more to do, 4 different versions. So not a lot anymore. So maybe within the next 25 minutes, it'll be 3 hours of the stream by then. Maybe by then we'll be done. Now the body. And let's put a torquer pixel here. APL asks, do you have a Riho-like face in the game so we can make our CEO proper? And I would say no. Not at the moment. Riho as in me, in case someone watching didn't know. Let's see, I have faces open somewhere. I mean, this is not like me. This no, and this not at all. So no, I guess there isn't any that resembles me. But actually, in one of the future streams, maybe even next week, I could finally try and change the way the animation sprites for characters' heads work. So for now, the problem is that when I make a new face, I need to make like a bunch of copies of them in the right place. Like you see here, it's what is it? Well, basically all of these, I would need to make like copies, a bunch of copies of these. But in reality, I wouldn't need that many because there's only like 4 rotations of the heads. So I could remake the system so that just, you know, draw this head, this head, this head, and this head, and then the game knows how to combine it into the character. And I'd like to make it so that I keep the old system for whatever purpose. There might be some reasons why, I don't know, the sitting face is different from the standing face, or the walking face is different from the standing face, or something like that. But yeah, I'd make the new system so it's easier to make heads, and then in the same stream I could try and make my face then, I guess. And from then on I could make more and more faces easily, and make more of them on the streams going forward. And even with the body parts, like I mentioned, like a lot of them are the same, and I'm just copy pasting them around. So that means I could, in theory, make a better system for that as well. But that's not as hard as the faces are to copy around. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll likely leave it as it is. So anyway, next one. Oh yeah, I need to get this out first. On a separate layer. So yeah, maybe even next week I'll do that animation thingy, or the heads thingy, because I don't have any other plans for next week right now. What date is it next week? 2nd of March. Yeah, it's not like a special day then, so should be fine. It's not an event like it was today. Gonna look at the reference for a moment. Yeah, that's how it should be. Maybe some dark pixels though. There's a hole in your chest, man. Who shot you? And then some darker pixels here. And then this. Like this, I suppose. What about the... guess the napkin should be better visible. Wait. Here. Like that. What's this thing though? Yeah, that was unnecessary. So now I can copy this over to here. I also noticed something, that these bands are missing a pixel. But I guess I should just write it down and deal with that later. Have a post-it note. It's kind of nitpicking and probably no one would ever notice, but you know, just in case, it should fix it. And post-it notes are old school. Yeah, I mean, sure. I use Asana a lot for keeping my tasks, but I also keep post-it notes in the table in front of me for quick things. Like just some ideas that pop into my head sometimes, and it's I don't know. It's convenient. I don't have to log in to anywhere or anything. I just can write it down and it's there. So I guess it's about saving time. Although I guess modern people would use their phones for notes or I don't know, just dictate the notes. So yeah, I am certainly getting old. I'll be I'm getting closer to 40, and it's a number that's been scaring me. Kind of, well, not scaring, but you know, it's something that was in the back of my mind. Like 40 is old, but the closer I get to it, the less I feel like it. And now I'm starting to think that 40 is nothing. I mean, maybe 60 is old. Besides, I don't even look close to 30 right now, so. My looks deceive people. And APL agrees with me that 40 is still young. Yeah, it is. But I just remember back when I started my baseball club, a lot of the people there were getting close to 40 at the time. And while we were running the club, plenty of them got 40 in those years. And then they kind of seemed old to me, but kind of not either, because you know we still played sports together. And it was not like they were necessarily in worse shape than I was. But I'm definitely in worse shape than I was at 30. So what more is there left? These two and these two, and then that's it, I guess. Will I be able to finish it in 10 minutes? Well, let's try. And if not, then this is going to be like a record stream. It might be already anyway. I'm not sure what's the longest that I've done so far. Usually I'm already tired by the time the 2 hours wrap up. And I do feel a bit tired and my back is aching a bit. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's all worth it though. because, you know, I get to hang out with you guys, and I also get quite a bit of progress done, which is always nice. So now, guess if I look at here, this part was 1 pixel lower before I went and messed it up. But the hand here needs some work though. Some dark pixels here. Here too, actually. Oh wait. I placed some of these pixels on the wrong layer again. It should be here. And then this. And that leaves only these two now. It's kinda hard to tell where the hand begins and ends here though. But I guess I'll just wing it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So let's take this, 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 this. I guess this. And that might be a little text. Let's take this too. Paste it here. Take the body from here. Need some pixels here and here. And it was still missing some. What's missing though? Oh, piece of the hands here. So this should go here. Now some darker pixels in the border. I'm starting to feel like these should be darker here too. And let me copy this hand over to here then. Maybe like this then. Again, probably wouldn't notice this, but I mean it to in comparison to this. Like this hand is darker, so maybe this should be as well. Maybe even this part, but maybe I'm getting just too nitpicky here. And now for this. And then this. And we're done. Okay, let's change these pixels as well then. Okay, now we're done. And let's copy it here. Then the hands on a separate layer. Merge these and save. And then the hands that go behind, paste them here. There may not even have been any changes here, but just in case. Saved, and let's see what it looks like in a game. Actually, I can continue the previous one. Well, this animation works well. So now let's see him use the fridge. It's this one. This also worked. Some coffee also works. Now walk in with the coffee. Nice, I guess. There's one pixel missing here. Just noticed in the animation. I should close some of these though. there's too many already. So I noticed one pixel being off in this frame here. Or maybe even more. Oh, it's because of this pixel. I mean, I guess that's better. Maybe here. And here. 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 I kinda also want to add a darker pixel here. And then do the same with these. And here. I should also save that. So paste here and paste into new layer, merge, save. So let's quickly check. Nah, darn it. I kinda don't like it now though. Kinda feels like the last pixel that I added was still unnecessary. So I'll remove that and then we'll be done. Then I'll wrap up the stream and we can each go our merry way. Again, copy paste here. And on separate layer, merge, save. And we're done. Now let me switch the view. Oh god, this has been such a long stream. More than 3 hours already. So thanks everyone for hanging out again. Got a lot done. There's even some viewers left after these all these 3 hours. It's amazing. So thanks for hanging around. It's been fun for me again. Hopefully it was fun for you as well. And next time, like I said, probably we'll be doing some programming then, and maybe some pixel art for the character heads. Possibly my own then, since that's not in the game yet. And yeah. You have a good week, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you around again some other time. Bye.